Though there are problems we don't see, it doesn't mean they don't exist. An invisible calamity to many, prostitution and trafficking are still widespread, and Israel is no stranger to it.
We are aware of women and even girls who work in prostitution. We know about the cases of 11 to 13-year-old girls being in the trade. And also they stay there until older age. There are also male prostitutes. They are mostly very young, till the age of 30.
Yael is a prostitution survivor. She was in the trade for 20 years after completing her military service. Today, she is one of the association volunteers. But escaping and starting over wasn't an easy task.
When you're in prostitution, there are several things you get used to. You have a lot of money in cash, you get used to taking taxis and spending money. It's difficult to give up this lifestyle, and also the value of money is different. The majority of prostitutes trying to leave have debts.
The difficulties are not only physical, but also psychological.
You're always afraid to be outside as people might recognize you and will point fingers. Girls think that it's not a man who should be ashamed of coming to them, but shame on a woman. It stops you from finding a new job, going to a bank, or even to some event with your daughter because of this fear. I know a girl who just left a basket with products in the supermarket and ran away because she saw her client there.
The association gets 60 calls a day with requests for help. Around 5 of them are from women whom the volunteers have never helped before. And among those requests are dire needs from people without citizenship or any rights in Israel. With war, typically comes more misfortune. So when the war in Ukraine broke out, authorities at Ben Gurion Airport established a special program focusing on human trafficking.
Human trafficking has always existed, and especially on the borders. So when the war broke out, officials started paying more attention to the borders in connection to Ukraine, suspecting that human trafficking will increase.
Typically, victims of sex trafficking are afraid to approach the police, emergency medical workers, or any other official, as they are afraid of being deported. But in some cases, the conditions are so bad that they desperately need medical help.
Yesterday, I was in the hospital as a social worker called me and said that there is a woman with the signs of possible human trafficking. You understand it when there are several problems not solved, when a woman is without any ID, passport, or any other document. She lives with someone much older than her. In the first case, with this woman, she fled the hospital before I even came. In the second time, she was unconscious.